No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Blood bow style. Blood bow style. Blood. 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 Bow style. Blood. 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 Bow style. Blood. Blood. Blood.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rebel. I have Phage here. Say hello, Phage here.
Hi, Phage here.
Yay! We're going to be doing a wonderful replay stream. Oh, I better press enter on the We Went Live Discord thing.
Yeah, so people know.
There we go, so people know. So not talking into nothing. But yeah, as you probably see from the title, we are replaying a very special game. Our one and only fresh coach rookie this season, going up against Sir Mewash, who is pretty damn good. Coach number, what did I say? Like, he's either 5, 6, or 7 in the ELO standings for sure.
Yeah, as I recall, he occupied that sort of middle zone of like ELO, right? Where he seemed to be a distance away from like the people right at the top, but also well ahead of the rest of the pack.
Yeah, definitely. Like mid. So yeah, top quarter. He usually sits around top quarter of coaches. Along with like playoff champion Squirrel and the ever famous Morka. So, who Kniites has to play all of them to see this in the next 3 games. Congratulations,
right.
Kniites. So yeah, we've got fresh Blackhawks versus fresh Skaven here, which is a fantastic matchup.
Yeah,
to watch.
It's like the polar opposites. It's like the fast versus the slow, like the fast versus the slow and strong, right? It really, really is.
Oh my god,
Brawler
we just saw a Brawler work.
Damn.
Brawler getting a POW, that's fantastic. Taking the good blocks, getting 2 armor breaks straight up. Goblin picks up the ball, which is always good against gutter runners.
Look at that, a pre-made cage straight in.
So, Brawler doesn't work on blitzers, so blitzers are actually kind of scary on a Blackhawk team. Usually on other teams you would take the blitz first, but until you've got block on something, you're usually, taking that blitz last, because it's not as safe. Here we go. So, a little bit of a crash on the side of the cage and not getting it.
Interesting using the line wrap there. For that, I guess I understand trying to keep the storm movement centralized.
Yeah, I think Mewash rightly assumes if he went for a Storm Vermin run on that was getting gang fouled to death.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
Yeah,
it's fair.
Like, I would have done the same thing, because those are the 2 pieces that, like, gutter runners on a Skaven team are the second most appoable piece. The Storm Vermin actually take my first slot for an appo, because they're harder to develop.
Yes, they are, absolutely. When you've got so much like movement 9, Agi 2 running, Agi 2 plus running around, like it's really difficult to justify. You know, giving the ball to. Oh, hey, Kniites.
Yeah, he's here. Hello, welcome. Alright, so Mewash has crashed the cage here. Super aggressive, but this isn't, like, terrible for the Blackhawks. There's a pretty easy fix for all of this. Yep.
So the thing is, the really interesting thing about this game, Kniites, is that we've not seen, like, much Black Orc activity.
No.
So how they play, how this is going to go, it's all new. Like this is all new to us. So
Looks like
this
we're
is very
gonna
exciting.
trust in the 3+ dodge here. Yep. I mean, it wasn't too bad. There was like basing down the bottom. Oh, armor break. So if you fell down, it wasn't the worst, but you know, rats, Skaven can always retrieve something if it's even in the remotely bad scatter. So it was a little bit risky, but paid off.
Yeah, interesting choice with the base cage.
Yeah. It's got multiple options to, break that cage and get in there.
Especially now with there's a 3+2 die on the thing now.
Yeah. I guess, like, having to get the dodge. Oh, he's just going for a 1. Oh, no, that's a... Oh, it's a 2 die. Yeah, never mind. It wasn't a 3. Yeah. Cool.
But the one die with block is...
Scatters into probably the best spot.
scatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gutter Runner's not quite going to do it, and yeah, won't waste his last reroll. And Magnet Hands.
Oh, Magnet Hands. Yeah, that'll do it. There's been a few of those this week.
That was a 6+, yeah? Yeah, 3,
Yeah.
Yep. Why not?
Well, it's not the first 6+ Magnet Hands we've seen.
No, it is not.
So, you know.
2 in my game, one after another.
Hey, Newt, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Newt. Looking forward to watching your game as well when it comes up.
Yes.
Alright, making some room here. Oh, handoff instead of the dodge. Interesting.
I think that's actually kind of good. It keeps you with like all the assists on these guys, so you can kind of still like
Yeah,
throw
but it
blocks
looks
and
like
be a
they're dodging off. I think since they're dodging off here, the dodge with the ball carrier would have been better. But I guess in terms of making sure the ball is not sitting there on all of them, the handoff definitely like is probably better fail state.
That's right. That's what I was just,
wow.
That's what I was just thinking. Oh, brutal. The 1 in 81.
Yeah.
Wait, is it 1 in 81? Yeah, it's 1 in 81. Yeah.
Yep.
Terrible. Brutal.
Yeah. So I think like I personally would have done it, but I think it may have been, like you said, the right move in terms of fail state there.
Yeah.
And that's going to get him up.
Yeah. Really nice little cage movement too here. Just shifting it along.
The block probably gave you that touchdown. I don't know. I think you got into a pretty alright position without that happening. It certainly set Mewash behind, but Skaven are fast enough to make up for a mistake like that and still get in front of the cage.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what he was playing around, clearly, right?
Yeah, sure.
Nice blitz there.
I'm getting better at getting closer, but don't ever feel bad about reminding me. I don't mind at all.
I had to be reminded a few times because I got a massive screen and people are like, listen, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Because they're watching on a smaller screen. Also, you forget that when you're like watching the game itself, it's much larger because Twitch already makes it smaller to fit inside the border, so they make it full screen. Then you can't see chat, so all that jazz, you know.
I keep pretty scrolled out when I'm playing my game, but ever since I think it was Fyrs last season who was talking about like streamers being like zoomed back, and I've been trying to be better at getting just action on the screen since, and it's definitely improved my viewing experience. So, yeah. All right, coming up, base the ball carrier twice. Are we over-basing the ball carrier here? Like, that gutter runner going in does give a pretty easy chain push out if you wanted to. But Kniites isn't taking that. We're going up. Base the gutter runner. I don't hate the base the gutter runner. Ooh. See, this is risky. Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know, this is actually remind me of a lot.
Mm.
It's just goblins.
It is just goblins, yeah.
It's just goblins. It's like, oh, hey, am I gonna make this 3+? You
Yep,
know?
of course we are. We're goblins.
But like, but that's my feeling about this one so far. Is
Oh,
that when the 3+s are working.
that's a
and then this
niggle. No, that's not a niggle. That
No,
was
it's
just a
MG.
miss next, yeah.
Yeah, seriously hurt, not serious injury.
So stupid.
You may have been a goblin player before. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's why you're used to this.
Oh, good stomp.
Yep.
Yes, we love it. Oh, beautiful stomp. 1000% worth it.
Yeah. Is there a bench on this block then?
No. Oh, yes. One.
Oh, perfect. That's what he's there for.
I didn't think there was any, but just one. Cool. So, yeah, it's still perfectly fine. Trade for a gutter runner is hugely amazing. Gobbos fail, you lose. Yeah. Oh, cage dive doesn't convert it. That's sad. That would have been really good. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one argument for getting guard on your first two Black Orcs instead of going the traditional I'll get block, is that you can actually make proper cages that protect your strength 2 pieces inside. Because otherwise, yeah, anything with agility, agi 4, and dodge is going to cage dive you every single time. But block is also an extremely good skill, so...
That was a 5+ dodge in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5+? So 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Normal cage dives are 5+. Here we go, blitzing a gutter runner. Oh, these powers on the gunners. You can't play a fake ogre team if your blocks don't have Mighty Blow. Well, I've actually been a pretty big fan, convert to Mighty Blow first or almost first on anything. Definitely because I play lizards. My best Saurus have all been the ones that got Mighty Blow first, and because of redraft, the faster you can level up your guys, the less they're going to cost, and the easier it's going to be to replace them. So Mighty Blow first, I rate it. I rate it hard. Even like Mighty Blow second after block, like if you're wanting to do it the coward's way, like I am. Less an issue now that end of this season redrafts very forgiving with the half veteran fees and longest season.
Are they half or are they capped? Yeah, they're halved and then capped.
They're halved and capped at 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid defense.
Not that anyone will be paying 50 yet, but
yeah. Oh, solid defense. He just gets right up in there.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, real good.
Still doable one turn here though.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. He needs what, 2 pushes?
They're all packed together.
1.
The
3. Oh, it doesn't do it.
I mean, it was good effort.
Yeah. It was always going to be the hardest part, getting the handoff there. Because I don't think he could have made it 1.
No. I do think though that with the what's it's called, the Mighty Blow, a couple getting Mighty, like 1 or 2 getting Mighty Blow first, and the others going block first, just to like give you your regular, like normal, stable things. Because I have had those games where the Mighty Blow guy just can't punch anything, and you just feel sad.
I do remember seeing a very complicated write-up on which is the better kill skill, block or Mighty Blow. Block does win on getting more casualties than Mighty Blow does. I can't tell you by how much, but block was definitely the winner.
And is that just it's just because you convert more.
Yep.
The biggest hurdles actually the knockdowns rather than
Yeah.
the +1 on the armor break.
Exactly. Oh, unfortunate. You're a blockader. It's a boring skill. Yes. I knew Kniites was going to be a good fit for Big O. Hell yeah, dude. You're very quickly becoming one of my favorite coaches.
Well, you know that Knights is going to reroll to ogres when they
Hell
become
yeah.
available.
I'm sure we'll have a few ogre rerolls when they become available.
Oh, I said I was going to do it. Go do it too.
Hell
Unless
yeah.
they bring out Kislev, because then I'm going to go back to that. Because that's my jam. I love losing.
Love losing. Kislev is such a dynamic bad team, which I think
you were talking about the dive earlier, and I'm like, I saw the 1D cage dive fail. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I feel that one. That hurts really deep in my soul.
Yeah.
I've done many of those.
Losing with style. Well, here you're winning with style. Doing real good. So what was I saying? Yeah, I really love Kislev when they're in, because they're, like I said, they're a real dynamic bad team. They can do fun shit. When you've got a bad team that can't do fun shit, that's snore. You know. But Kislev can really rock that.
We had the conversation many times. The biggest problem with Kislev is just that the team's too expensive. It shouldn't be as expensive as it is. It's not good enough. You can't have a team cost that much and be that bad.
Yeah, like the catches are probably worth the money that they cost, but everything else could probably. Yeah, the blitzes.
If you the thing is, as we said, if you put Blood Bowl 2 Kislev into Blood Bowl 3, I would never take blitzes. I just wouldn't take them. Just wouldn't bother.
Yeah.
I just take linemen and catches because I can get strength skills in the linemen on doubles. That's good enough.
Yeah, true.
I have one less movement. Who cares?
Yeah, because Kislev
that was the
blitzes are basically just sweepers, aren't they? Sweepers and guard assists.
They're actually what they're really good at is they're good at locking down agi players.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because they have diving tackle.
Yeah.
And jump up, so they're there to lock things down. And okay, I'm going to take my piece that costs 110 out of the box that doesn't have dodge or block, and just stand it next to things to get punched. That sounds like a great plan.
Or like hold it at the back of the field in case something runs past. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Anyways, where are we at?
Yeah, rats are doing rat things here. Like, I'm loving the way Kniites has spaced out his team. Like, a lot of coaches who come into Rebel don't do this straight up. They'll usually, like, curl into a little protective ball and not hold pitch space. And I know it's hard with, like, Black Ops because they're so slow, but he's doing a very good job of doing it and still, like, making it hard to run past. Yeah, failed rush is hard. Game losing roll, yeah. I mean, if you're doing too many rushes, that's on you. Honestly, like, if the game depends on a 2+ working,
in
and
all
it doesn't
honesty,
work,
did that 2+ need to happen? I don't think it did.
I think that, yeah, it didn't, right? He couldn't actually get out of I'm going to get hit range. Like, the way everything was based here, yeah. You couldn't stop it if it worked? Really?
Oh, okay. So it was a securing thing.
Okay. I feel like I want to go back and have a look at that then. I'm not sure I agree. Okay. It's coming down with the ball here. No, 100%. That's a stunty surf. Easy stop. Like, you had, even if it was a half die surf, you've got 3 rerolls. Yeah. Yeah, man. You're stunty. So, one thing I say all the time as a lizard
yeah.
coach, if people sideline cage against me, I'm just
Destroy
like,
them.
oh, you're throwing the game,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah. You don't know how this works.
Yeah.
You just from that square. You literally just take that goblin that you've got standing unmarked. You just 3+ between the two rats. So those two 2+ tackle zones.
Yep.
1, 2, and you just red die it off the peel. Just red die push it. Just go for it.
And that's only if you're not feeling keen to like put an assist in as well. So there was also the chance that he was going to do an extra go for it here. In that case, you had 2 goblins who were very much in the realm of distance here that one could come around to the front, put in an assist, the other one could jump through here and blitz it. For sure, 100% stoppable.
I do think that he was intending to make that second rush because there's no way you'd want to end on that. You'd never end in that square.
You'd never end on the sideline. We got to think that Mewash is a good enough coach that he would never put a sideline cage against a stunty team.
I sideline cage against Monty's flings once. I had my diving tackle there. I'm like, he's not going to 5+, through. He did. You better believe he did. He's rolled a 6 and then just like surfed my catch, and I'm like, what the hell? And
yeah. Yeah, I've definitely had a coach.
Made the 5+. You guys, what?
I've definitely had a coach think they were safe against the sideline cage because they had something like that, and they'd really made it like a couple of dodges to come in this side. But instead of like coming in straight like a normal one, I just tucked one in behind it and then blitzed from the front, and it pushed it out the other way. Yeah. Yeah, sideline cages are not safe. If your opponent has agility 4 or even worse, stunty, just don't do it. You're even risking it if you're standing 1 space away from the edge, because I will half dice stunty. Ooh, little jump over play from Mewash. Nice.
Dick.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see. Oh, he's on the sideline though.
Yeah, he's on the sideline though, so Goblin can just another jump in. I mean, this is a half die, but
effective.
Like,
is it?
I mean, no, it's a 1 die now. All he has to do is come in and poke that. I mean, he can 2 die it if he puts an assist here and comes around this way. Mewash ran out of time for this last one.
He was saying he was probably going to move him up to guard him. Yeah. That makes more sense. Push. Yeah.
No, nice work.
It's with Noblars. Noblars like are absolute terrors at that because the triple red die is rough, but maybe against the strength 2 not so much, but. Triple red die is rough, but like, it's a shot, and sometimes you don't roll a skull.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's like, and it's a snob life. Costs 15k. Like it just.
And if the game's on the line, like in this sort of situation here, if you're going in and you're doing a 3 die against to push the rat out, you're saying, look, if I make this, I've won the game. So of course you're going to do it.
You know what I just realised the other good thing about ogres is? Break tackle's still good on them.
It is because they're big guys, yeah.
They're strength 5, but they're also agility 4+. They still get their 2+ break tackle dodges.
So they go, too far out. I'm so sad that's not a thing. Yes, we're seeing the half dies come up. Nice. And that's a scatter, and... Oh! Bold moves from Mewash here. Oh boy. Oh wow.
But that's rats for you. You gotta do it.
Yeah. That's like perfect rat move. He had to dump everything into it to make it work, and like the support didn't come out, unfortunately. But yeah, that's amazing. He's gonna get 2 died by a goblin. No, 2 died by a Black Orc. 3 died by a Black Orc. Oh, I used a full reroll on that one. Yeah, I think that was the correct. I still haven't mastered the when to use a reroll, when to trust Brawler. But that one,
I think that was a
100%
good call.
correct.
Good call.
Oh, yes!
There's
Amazing.
the power.
So good. Do we have a spare goblin to stomp on that gutter runner? We do.
I mean, yeah. This is the thing. Like, there's been a couple of. I don't think Mewash has played this like particularly poorly, but
No.
it's. There's been like some very like key failures of you know like that second gutter there dodging out to protect him. Like that
Yeah.
would have changed all of this. Not making it that extra move to protect against the surf or like.
I
there's
definitely would
so
have taken the
many
stomp here.
things.
Like 100% would have taken the stomp there.
Yeah, but
I'm
You're in a
also
good
a
position.
mean coach.
also you take it and then you get Richard sent off immediately.
Yeah.
I've never seen like a sneaky DP player get like sent off so
Sent off
much.
so often.
Not
Yes.
because you foul with him a lot, just because every time he fouls he gets sent off anyway.
So stupid.
Oh, I think that might change Kniites because
Don't foul that much.
One of the strengths of the Black Orcs was the fouling.
Yeah, because you get, so don't forget Black Orcs get 50k bribes. And you're allowed to overdog them this season. You weren't last season. So I honestly would be either, like, it would be my first inducement buy if you have 50k. And if you're the overdog, I would always overdog at least once and stomp away. Because that's what these guys do. They're just foully murderers. So embrace it. Know that no one in Big O is gonna get mad at you for fouling anything, especially if you're playing Black Orcs. Like
We all know the score.
all know the score. Turn 16 fouls are fine because it's an eternal
And then the
league.
skulls.
Don't listen to Fyrs. No one else does.
So just then, that dub skull was actually atrociously bad because that was potentially a way to get that gunner runner out and maybe salvage this with some lucky rolls. But
Yeah, RPing is Ogres. Ogres still are a
RPing is
fouling team with all of the Noblars. They were prime foulers. Just tell yourself that the 50k bribes are to make up for the fact that your fouling pieces aren't as cheap as Noblars usually are. You can't buy as many.
anyway, you do you. You'll be right.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing
Once
great.
you run to a dwarf team that like eliminates a lot of the goblins, you might feel differently.
There we go. Hey, look, boneless ogres. I have no notes.
Yeah,
That was a good game.
yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. That was really cool. Wild game. I think it was just a good, fun game. Like, a couple of things didn't work with the rats, but then again, he had some good runs as well. Like the key spots, I think they were maybe avoidable in the long run, I think, with a long game. So I don't think he got too completely lucky to win that one, for sure. I don't know, what do you think, Paige?
No, I thought it was yes, the rats had to fouled some unfortunate rolls on their end, but yeah, you forced them into those positions. That's like the whole. Why was he making leaps over players and pushing up the sideline? Because you covered the rest of the field so well that he felt like he couldn't go through there. Like
Yeah,
you know,
you forced him, like, you
forced
forced
him
him
to make-
into
yeah,
the
it was-
position
forced
of
errors.
making those rolls,
Yeah.
and he didn't make them. Like,
Mm.
yeah, so 100%.
So yeah, it's good.
Let's have a look
Really
at the
good.
fun dice roll page that we get now. I hadn't quite gotten used to having it back. Oh, we did roll less. Well, we rolled a lot of 2s, which I guess is not super
13% on armor is kind of shit. Let's not. Let's be real.
Wow.
That's pretty shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. Like, getting at least the stun every time, like nearly every time you get punched, is gonna. That makes life really tough.
Yeah, I didn't even really notice it was that bad during the game. And usually when you see this, you're like, oh, but a couple of them were fouls and stuff. There was not fouls. Like, this is just horrid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, only a few hits on the goblins. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yikes. What else? So this is 13% is the rats getting hit, right? Or is this like what he rolled against the boneless ogres?
I'm pretty sure it's what you roll your own armor, right? So
no, you don't. You're okay. So in tabletop, you roll armor for the opponent because the idea is the high dice should always be good for the coach who's rolling it.
Yeah.
So if you're rolling your own armor, that means that a 6 is bad for you, and that makes stats completely useless. If that's the case, anyway, that was the problem with Blood Bowl 2.
But that would also mean, I mean, that the rats only got punched 15 times that whole game.
No, that would mean if this is what the rats rolled for the ogres, that means the ogres got punched 15 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Is who is that what is that reflecting? Is that reflecting how often the rats got punched versus?
I think this is what they. Oh God.
But that would because does that mean that the success is the break? So the rats only broke armor 2 times out of the 15. Okay. That makes sense.
15 plow blocks from the rats, and they only broke twice.
So the reason that I find that like just a weird stat is the reason I thought it was the other way around. Was it feels strange to me. Like it's like the 30%'s in red. I'm like, yeah, but you're rolling against like black orcs. It should be low. Like that's what you should happen.
Yeah.
And was it the other way around in Blood Bowl 2?
Yeah, so it was like I get confused as well because it was the bad way in Blood Bowl 2. And that's what it used to be. It used to be the bad way, and it didn't work, and it was useless looking at how many like 6s you rolled, because you could have rolled like if you rolled like 50 6s in a game, half of those could have been for your armor and would have been bad for you.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, and now I understand why I found this so confusing in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rats only broke armor twice. Whereas if it was in Blood Bowl 2, I'd be like, oh my god, that's atrociously bad. Holy shit! Like you failed to save your. Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you, Newt. I know what you mean. Armor save, armor break. Yes, I get you. That makes sense.
If we look at this, it should say general is no damage. Block action is done 2656. Yeah. So the low amount is. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, that's how we read armor now. And it makes sense if you think about it in context of the way all stats should work, not in the way that it used to work in Blood Bowl 3. Blood Bowl 2, yeah. Still really bad. That is... Only breaking armor twice. Like, there are goblins to blitz. I know they... Yeah. Because even with Thick Skull, hopefully breaking armor. 10 plus on 2 dice, 16%. I don't know off the top of my head. It's been a
Something
while.
Like that.
Yeah. That's why Mighty Blow's so good. It ups it by a lot. But yeah, Stinky Stocks couldn't roll defense stumbles to save their life. So that's an extra like 6 dice that should have been mostly in the favor, at least on the Blackhawks. Yeah, and only 6 sixes.
Yep.
I mean, not a complete dicing, but definitely not great for the rats. Yeah.
There was some very unfortunate, like the one in 81. Some dodges, some rushes. Like, there were some key things, but again, knowing like when you end up in the position of having to make all those extra rolls to get places.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've said this, so I said this about when Mr. Monster picked up his rats. Because that was, again, exceptional coach that we all know.
Yes.
As being a very, very good coach, right? But went to rats, struggled enormously for the seasons he played rats. And I know that Mewash has come off undead. And I'm wondering if the shift to rats is just messing with his brain a little bit. And like, it's like, how do you do stuff? He knows his lowest strength. How does he actually like... How do you do the surgical strikes you need to, like, move a Black Hawk out of the way to get yourself a better field position so you don't get forced to squeeze down the sideline?
Yeah, there definitely is a element of shaking off the rust and retooling your brain to do the to do a different type of team and a different type of strategy.
And I'm not trying to be a mind reader with that one. I just it's interesting. I noticed Mr. Monster, who I know is also a very good coach, as is Mewash. So.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to really quickly. Are you up to having a look at Liam Fyrs? Because we only got the beginning of that game in.
I am.
Yep.
If you give me just a quick minute to run to the bathroom, I will be back.
No problem. I'm gonna get the game loaded up, and no spoilers for anyone if you haven't seen it yet.
Cool.
Here we go. Fyrs, Liam. There we go. Replay. Yeah, I am interested in seeing the beginning of this one as well. Having only come in at the end, when you'll see coming in at the second half, I definitely things happen. Oh, stop doxing myself. Hold on. There we go. Done. Done skis. Alright. So this is Zons versus Norse. And we'll have a quicker look at the team while Paige is doing his thing. So both of these teams went through Greenhorn, so we have a little bit of bits and bobs on each one. We're starting out with very sunny weather on this as well, so passing limited edition. And pausing real quick, it is Liam with the ball first. Okay, so having a look at teams. Liam's Colourful Vikings. We start. So, one of the things to note to start is Volkmar the blue, the Agiop Valkyrie. Is filthy. So, already a fantastic piece here. Strip Ball, Dauntless, Agiop, Pass, and Catch. We got Wrestle on the other Valk. The two Orc Warners are naked, as is the Yeti. We've got another Strip Ball on a lineman, and the Beer Boars are two. The Beer Boars are two. There are two of them. No Berserkers on Liam's team at all, but, you know, we've already got 3 Frenzy going on here. So back to the Prowlers. Fyrs. We have a bunch of Piranha Warrior Blitzers with Blodge. Yuck. Big yuck. Getting the Blodge out early on a Jaguar Warrior as well. So that's 3 Blodge to deal with on the Amazon team. Luckily, like, Amazon not starting with the Blodge straight up front, has to earn it, but as you can see, can still get it pretty quickly. Only one. Yeah, we've got a Journeyman Eagle Warrior here as well. Yep. -1 on passing ability test for Very Sunny. And inducement wise, nothing. There we go. Yeah, so those are the teams. You'll be able to see them once we get started. So we're starting out Very Sunny page.
Look how nice this looks. What
Yeah.
a nice pitch they've got.
This is the Wood Elf pitch.
With Very Sunny on. Yeah.
With Very Sunny, yes.
Oh, we have a... Oh, I didn't see the Mighty Blow. Actually, I did see the Mighty Blow. Yeah, I just forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't notice that the Yeti had taken Mighty Blow. I always automatically assumed that big guy starts with it. But the
Yeah,
Yeti,
he starts with Claw, though.
he starts with Claw. Yeah, Claw Mighty Blow, big guy. Amazing. Liam is known to be quite good with his Norse as well.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Instant surf.
Oh,
look
doesn't
at that
quite
setup.
get him, but
Straight-
yeah,
Yeah.
straight into an insta-surf.
Knew the setup. Immediately knew the setup. Love it.
Far out. Yeah. I knew
Yeah.
scared of
When
Liam on Norse.
Yeah. Everyone should be scared of him.
Uh-huh.
But I remember when I played Norse for the first time, I got completely destroyed. I finished the season with 2 frosted players because I just lost everything because I didn't know how to handle handle the frenzy properly. But yeah, look at that, all in, not like stacked up, got a little bit in reserve. Like pressure on. Yeah, you couldn't do this against many teams.
The Jaguar Warrior not able to make a 1-die count.
Yeah, so the ones with the long hair have strength 4. That's
Yeah.
the thing, they're really long hair. Now, the ones with the wings are the hit and run. Wait, are they regular or are they hit and run? No, they're regular.
So regular, these ones here, the Piranha Warrior Blitzers, are the movement 7. So, we got Blodge on both of those. Funnily enough, I think if when we watched Fyrs, I was hoping the whole time he would hand off, give it to the Piranha Warriors, because it felt weird that he wasn't carrying him on his fastest piece. Because I feel like they're the best natural carriers, just having the highest speed. Whereas the thrower is only 6. And doesn't have dodge. Oh, it does have dodge. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. He's just pushing down. He's got the 2 strength 4 Ulfliners right up front, like doing their thing, like squeezing a little spot through. Oh, here we go. Turnover, knocking down the Yeti, but that does immobilize the Yeti unless he wants to. Oof. Do we see a Yeti foul coming up here? I feel like that would be a good call. Oh, this skill. So this is the first... Yeah, well, it's a block team versus a dodge team, for sure. Although, like, the dodge team has 3 block already. Making 3 blotch. Yeah, here we go. There's the foul. And just a stun. Alright. He's making a point before, but I can't remember what it is. Oh! Yeah. So the Piranha Warrior Blitzers, this is my first time actually watching them at work, going in blitzing and using their signature skill hit and run. Oh boy, is that a busted and awesome skill. Holy crap. So good. Unsure whether it works on a blitz, because it says it only works, it just says block. But being able to move after you've blocked, even if you followed up, being able to move without having to make a dodge roll after you blocked, so amazing. To the point where it's made me want to try Amazons. Who, fun fact, were the first team I ever tried to pick up as my main team. Alright, well, we've got, wow. We have Fyrs busting through the line here as well. He's going to get blitzed straight away, but that's a really good steal. Down. Did we lose Phage again? We may have lost Phage again. Yeah, we lost him. Rest in peace, his internet. Fair enough. Ruh-roh. Okay. Strip ball, amazing skill. Magnet hands onto this one. Not the best thing for Liam, because this is based and we do have... Oh, you know, it's not too bad. He can pretty much protect this from being hit too hard, I think. Clear off these. Strip ball this early though, like, so good, because nothing's got sure hands. And having it on, like, what, 3 pieces? 2 Valks and a Rando? It means that, like, he's got 3 options just to go, you know what? You don't get to have the ball. I don't care that you've got Blodge. Sorry. But need to just change. I know we can't see anything. There we go. You forgot he had strip ball, yeah. And power upper was a misclick. Oh shit. Half paying attention. I mean, we've all had Apo problems in the past. Clicking, not clicking, it not working. God, that was annoying when it wasn't fucking working in this game, where it had the bug where you'd be trying to click it and it was just like, haha, no, they're dying. Alright, so yeah, after the strip and the nice little steal for Fyrs, Liam's just like grinding his way down the pitch. Still doesn't have to move too far because he's got 3 more turns. Norse, yeah, movement 7 on the Valkyries as well. You had to ask Liam what happened to your Apo? Oh boy. Oh fuck, it's such a good skill. Holy shit. So it does work on a blitz as well. That's amazing.
I'm back. Sorry, my internet died.
Yeah, I saw. Welcome back though.
I'm back. So, hit and run, what happened?
Can confirm hit and run works on a blitz as well. We just saw it happen. Such a good fucking skill. It's making me want to play Amazons because it seems super broken. Oh, we've got... What was that?
Neck injury. That's an Agi bust, isn't it? Neck injury?
I think
It's
so.
an Agi bust. Oh, Loner doesn't.
Loner, who cares? Yep. Yeah,
It
the
gives it an
pseudo
extra
mover
movement,
at
doesn't it?
8. Yep. So it's you can block or blitz, right? You can follow up with that block or blitz, or not follow up with that block or blitz.
And
You
then
can
get a free
then
extra square of movement.
you get a free extra square of movement without having to roll any agi tests for dodges.
What? The
Uh-huh.
fuck?
It's a free,
That's insane.
untestable movement. It's really fucking good.
So if you, like, if they're trying to score, you can just be like, I'm going to ignore the first dodge here. I'm going to dodge for free because I blitz first. That seems cooked.
Does Shadowing get
probably
to
does
follow it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
and Tentacles probably still grabs it.
Yeah.
But nothing
'Cause they
else
work on all
does.
movement.
Yeah.
Mm.
Secret Shadowing buff.
You're not wrong.
Oh, little foul here, and we're pushing straight up the sideline. Alright. Oh, we got a follow-up as well. Okay. Zero fear about being surfed in this point.
I mean, there's no frenzy on the Zons, so that's something.
Yeah. I mean, Liam's, yeah, blocked off any spot where there could be an assist coming in. Oh, and we're just going straight for the touchdown. Yeah.
Valkyries have catch, don't they?
Valkyries have catch. Valkyries have strip ball, pass, catch, and oh, what's the other skill? Strip ball, pass, catch, and something else. It's such a weird combo. Dauntless. No pigs on the field.
They really did just look at like the old Bretonian blitzes and go, you know what? we could make those better, and then just made them Valkyries.
Yeah, it's just like let's put them on Norse.
They literally took away block, and we're gonna make them the catches, end the passes, end the sackers.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, no picks in the field, hey.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would be on the field, well, I would have expected a removal by now. Maybe that's the point.
Ugh.
Maybe they're just there for when removals start happening. But
yeah. I don't know, maybe Liam thought the pigs weren't necessary against Zons.
I would have thought it was one of the brawlier kind of matchups. Maybe versus... Ooh, serious injury. Okay,
Yep,
that's
an eagle. It's only a lineman though, so who cares?
Yeah. They have thick skull anyway. Also, giving thick skull to Norse linemen. Did they always have thick skull?
No, they didn't always have thick skull. They were just block, and that was it. They were a human with AV, 8+, and block in Blood Bowl 3. Blood Bowl 2. Look at that! Extra movement, jumps down. Jesus.
I really power creep. This is amazing. Like, the teams would be good without it.
Yes, the teams would be good without it. Like, here's the thing. It's probably 100% broken, but I think it's fun broken? You know what I mean? Whereas, like, Bomber...
I don't mind the teams having character.
Yeah, Bomber is fun for the person using it and hell for the person who's not. Whereas I think this skill is just mildly annoying for the person it's getting used against, but it's not like I use the skill and it removes your entire cage. It's I move this skill and I get to do something cheeky and fun. And I am all into that.
You know, it also does something good in that it shakes up a bit of the standard, like, you can't just screen the way you normally do because there's actually something else that can happen now.
Yeah.
And it's specific to a certain team, which gives the team some character. The biggest problem with Zons, besides the voice lines they had in Blood Bowl 2, which, I don't get who you are, they were fucking atrocious.
They were, yep.
Besides that, they were really bland. It was like, they all have dodge, and they're all movement 6, and they're all AG3. It's like, they were the blandest team.
Yeah, this has got character for sure.
This has got character. Like the dodging in. Even the straightforward defensive is like super strong, but also like, yeah, okay, that's a thing they do. Awesome. The Norse linemen being just like not being able to rush or GFI.
Yep.
But they've got thick skulls, so they're even brawlier now. I like that. That's pretty cool.
And the beer boars be able to pick them up. Like, I love that because it's like you're trading off having a block piece on the field for a utility piece, and I think that's really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Valkyries are the weirdest one because it's like they do everything, which is a bit odd. But whatever. Like, okay, there's got to be a piece of that.
Yeah.
I just wish that they had. You know what? And I don't think I think giving the teams like a strong identity is a good thing.
Yeah. I like them. Cheap viewers, get out of here.
Biochemical procurement. Why are they posting
Biochemical procurement. Jesus.
2v7.
Yep. Get banned. Alright. And on to the second half. Oh, jeez.
That's yeah, so anyway, I think this is like, yeah.
Yeah, I personally have no idea what I do with Valkyries. But like Liam's using both of them, so he's got ideas, obviously.
They do everything. They do so much. They pass, they catch. You know, they're clearly your runners because they're also movement 7.
Yeah.
And they have Dauntless and Strip Balls, so like they're good at taking the ball down as well. So having 2 at all times is like,
yeah.
You don't need both. You don't even need Berserkers at all.
Oh yeah, this whole half Fyrs. So I came in after the Blitz happened. So I'm imagining what we're seeing now is it go tits up straight away. But I came in to watch it post start of going tits up. I think I came in next turn. Like, yeah. Holy shit, and catches the ball as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree,
Or
Paige.
Catch and Agi 2+, so it's a 3+ catch, but like with the actually, you get the reroll because it happens after the turn is done.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
Because it's the kick, right? So it's after the blitz you actually get to use your catch reroll.
Yeah, you do. Because it's not
Man.
like because catch, you're allowed to use catch. Wait.
No, because the blitz ends because the ball is still in the air on the blitz, right? And then when the blitz ends, the ball lands, so you can use your reroll at that point, I imagine.
But the whole no rerolls outside your turn is still going into effect on your opponent's turn.
But if you're catching the ball and it kicks to you, right?
Well,
you
it's
get
not...
to use your catch reroll.
Yeah, but that's still technically your turn. So if the opponent's kicking to you, you get to use
Fair
catch.
point.
If you're kicking to an opponent and catching it, you're catching it on their turn. So it does work for elf catches on a blitz. I knew there was 1 or 2 skills that it did work for, and it really pissed me off that it's not across the board. They don't work or they do work. Oh, sideline dive. Amazing work.
Yep.
Agi 3 against the sideline cage. Yep, why not?
6+, got 6, why not? Yep, I can...
Amazing. Terrible spot for it to go to, so my condolences. I imagine that would be real annoying. I definitely didn't see this.
A little bit more.
Yeah. Oh boy. Because now he just clears it pretty easily. Gross.
You know, I was thinking it might just be when they coded the thing. It might just be that they didn't, or rather they coded the exceptions. So rather than saying it's on your turn, it's like you can't use the skill during a blitz. Like that's easier to like block it than it is to like make the turn thing work.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's even a mistake in the coding. I think it might be that way in the tabletop rules as well.
Oh.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. I talked about this last season with someone, and I think chat was telling me specifically what was going on, and I think it's you meant to surf the wolf but messed up the positioning. Ah, boo. There we go. Oh, jeez. See there. That's
That's a
probably a
tough position.
GFI
You
that
don't have
didn't
many-
have to be taken, but
It
like,
probably doesn't gain you that much taking it, but I can see
No.
why you did.
but it still sucks. Like, I've definitely personally had to like. I got really good at not taking GFIs. I used to take way too many with my lizards, and I've gotten pretty great at not doing it. Not my last game, because my dice rolls just wouldn't fail, so I was taking 3+ GFIs for like an entire half. And poor Noctifer was getting punished. Oh man, lots of turnovers. Like, this has been an absolute clusterfuck mess.
Mm-hmm.
There we
Just got
go.
the pickup.
Couldn't get it, but that's not in a bad position for Fyrs. Got 3 pieces on the ball, and only really the Yeti and a beer boar to do anything about it. Oh, free Ulf. Okay, I missed him. Popping that onto the ball, and it goes. Oh, back
was gonna say,
into
I
its
think it's a
hands, and
little
the second
dangerous, don't you think?
frenzy going up. Wow.
But actually amazing position, because you can, once this Yeti takes a block, it actually moves in and really locks this down.
Yeah.
Even
Doesn't
without
get the
even without the
knockdown.
frenzy working. Yeah, but even without the knockdown, even without the frenzy, like, you're still in a great position.
Yeah.
There are
Oh,
only
we're
bad,
doing a
there are
stomp.
only bad dodges out of here. Oh, pink stomp.
Yeah. Doesn't work though. Big sad.
Well, that's one of the things we were talking about with the beer balls when we saw them, like, those, like, okay, those are going to be amazing for stepping on. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like cheap fouling pieces, as well as having the added bonus of being able to stand up like that. Knocks down the Yeti on a 1 die and has the dodge out. There we go. Gets to run it.
Nice. Zooming. And this is, now you don't, I was like, now you don't take the GFIs, but
Did we
'cause I think
need...
you-
Hold on. I need to check.
yeah.
I
was gonna say,
think
we have
from
to
what I
see.
remember, that second GFI was just so she couldn't be based.
Yeah.
No, could have got hit by this, but this was already
Okay.
based up and had to do a 4+ dodge off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 GFIs and a 4+ dodge.
I mean, listen, it's
Yeah,
it's
I
odds
think
you
it's much
take.
of a
You take
muchness.
those
Yeah,
odds.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like, he would definitely do the dodge, so a 2+ to make sure is probably worth.
Yeah, a 2+ to, yeah.
Wait, does this have
I think
blodge? No. If this had blodge, I wouldn't have done it, but it didn't have blodge.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably a fair call. Yeah. No, I think that was a good call.
I mean, I think it's a choice that would be correct either way. Leon's still got a reroll left, so you know, 4+ with the rerolls not that hard, and then 2 GFIs for a 2 die hit. That knocks.
It's likely
down.
enough to happen that
It's
it's
pretty
not,
likely,
it's
yeah.
a good idea to make that to take 1 2+ to avoid that is fair.
Yeah, no, when I was watching it last night, I thought they weren't in position. I thought it was just to stop being based, but no.
Because
Oh,
I do keep
look at
mixing up the Wolf Worders and the is it the Jaguar Warriors?
that.
I keep thinking the Wolf Worders are an Amazon piece.
Yeah.
It's very
Because we're
confusing.
used
And
to
the
the
cir-
Ulf
and the
Winners
circle-
looking like actual, like, werewolves
Yeah,
as well, not men.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the score was correct here as well. Like,
Oh,
you can
yeah,
bet
yeah,
on
yeah.
yourself to be able to stall it out for a couple of turns, rather than, like, having to bet it all on being able to get the GFI and things like that without any rerolls left. That was the correct move. It's just unfortunate what happens next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seem to remember, so, I mean, it's not really spoilers because at this point, if I'm remembering correctly, it became less of a game and more of just, like, Liam getting an extra turn and Fyrs not really being able to do anything. Yeah, the riot hurt.
Mm-hmm. Blocked is being good.
Mm-hmm. He's just securing this side. They come down here and, like,
Also,
lining up a
Agi2
hit on this.
Having the Agi2 Valkyrie around is just ridiculous.
Yeah, the Agi 2 Valk is really good. Like, rolling that early in your team's career is stupid. Gives you such a leg up for an early, like, playoff run as well, so we wouldn't be surprised if Liam's taken a ticket.
Actually, yeah. I mean, we have seen a one-season Norse team win before.
Oh, yeah.
Was Gerber? Gerber's, Norse
Gerber?
as well too. I think it was.
No, it was... Was it the world champ? What's his name? Ornan?
Oh, maybe. Oh,
because Ornan was world champ with humans, and was he the one who went through with Norse one season?
It was
Norse?
just, it was like an undefeated season or something like that.
Hmm.
And it was one of like the last, like it was happened, and then like we had like the run of Big O just winning everything.
One of the last ones before
After
Big
that.
O.
Yeah, before Big O's dominance, it's like started winning everything.
Yeah. If Surge was here, he would know.
Yeah, he would.
I think this is the turn where Liam is setting up something. Like, I'm like, where the hell is he going to put his Valkyrie?
Yeah, well, look at the sideline though. Look at the screen. Like,
yeah, but he doesn't put the Valkyrie. Like, I'm like, he can't run all the way around there. He's going to end up standing up here. But yeah, he just hands off to an all corner here.
Hands off to the all.
Thanks for the follow, Kniites.
Man, I don't know about that one.
Handing off to the all.
Just let. I mean. Yeah, like the chance that ball goes down. Like
he only
doesn't get caught.
Sorry, he only had 2 turns left, and if he just ran the Valk, it would have been standing up here. He wouldn't have been able to get down there. Well, it would have, but it would have to run way faster.
GFI through, yeah. Yeah,
Because
okay,
that's the difference of scoring in 2 turns from here and scoring 2 turns from here.
And now we get some sort of chain push up.
Yeah, we're surfing with the ball carrier.
Okay.
Surf blitz with the ball carrier to basing up with the ball carrier to knock down this. Like, the absolute plays on Liam in this last 3 turns. Just... I'm like, what is he doing? Of course it's all working, but, like, it was thinking backwards.
Yeah, like,
the Ulfson Yeti. Sorry.
I would not assume that this was going to work. Like...
No. This is a 1-die. Like, at this time, it's a 1-die, and because he was, like, messing up here, now we've got, like, a 1-die if he... Well, we're doing the blitz up here. So he just has to put something on this and it's a 1-die against the Ulf one to put it down. But Fyrs can't roll a
rush.
Can't roll a 2. Armor was pretty amazing. Yeah. I mean, there's no real mighty blow on the board either. We'll have a look at the numbers after it and see how the armor looked. Yeah, go, and there goes the oof.
Still, goddamn. Scoring with the Ulf too. Oh my god, this is...
Yeah, I mean, Liam definitely won instead of drew this one because he made some plays at the end and because your dice didn't come through when you needed them to. Although, like, there is an argument whether, like, prioritizing knocking down the ball, you may have been able to get it before the dice turned. But, you know, yeah. It's all ordering stuff and hindsighty things. Let's have a look at the dice rolls. So, Fyrs was saying his armor was pretty good. So armor value... I mean, your armor was 37%. Like...
Yeah.
It's not great for Amazons. It should be...
No, that's right.
30s for
that
armor
means
value 8+ and 9+?
8+. I mean, there were only 13 times that armor was successfully broken.
No, that's 13 Norse. Times that
Norse successfully broke armor.
Armor, and yeah. How many blocks from the Norse? Let me just... Alright, so 7327 blocks. But, like, the 73 was the frenzy and push it, like, lots of pushes that didn't convert to knockdowns. Yeah. So you can't really look at the 73 and then look at the armor breaks and line them up, because you have to look at the amount of blocks that actually converted, which the blocks that actually converted are the ones that you see here.
Is there still that frenzy bug? Because you know how we used to have that, we always used to say there's a problem where frenzy does something weird to the stats.
Frenzy used to do weird things to fend? Or fend used to do weird things full stop?
Yeah. But I remember people always talk about the frenzy bug, that you end up with massively inflated block numbers because of frenzy, even though there's nowhere near that many frenzy blocks.
I mean, it's possible, but he's got 3 frenzy on the team, and his Ulfwerners definitely were pushing a lot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot. Just seems like a lot.
Also, the statistics page is fucking broken. Like, I don't trust anything I read on that. I trust this page. I don't trust that page because it's busted.
If they reuse their old implementation for stats, we could very easily have a copy of that frenzy issue where
yeah, that's true.
Frenzy players generate like many times the blocks they actually did in the game.
Yeah,
because it's probably something worth testing out at some point, like actually going and counting, like seeing how many blocks actually get generated by frenzy hits.
Yeah. So TD6 probability to break. So Amazons have some. They're mostly 8+, but do they have a 9+?
Are the Jaguar Warriors
9+? Well, so 41% for an 8+. So 37, not quite. The 2 blockers, okay, yeah. So it should have been high. Like, this is pretty bad for the... This is worse than expected for the Amazons, I guess is the best way to put it. So the armor wasn't super great. Dodges, yeah. Can't really see anything else. Like, catches, there were a lot of scatters around and everything like that. The rushes being 50% was not good.
That definitely hurt.
Yeah, I remember last night when Fyrs was in, yeah, we sort of put it down to every time he tried to go for it, it was get down, Mr. President, falling over. And I think, yeah, for sure, this game may have gone in Fyrs' favor if those GFIs hadn't been so bad. I think some of them were avoidable, but that would just be a one that went somewhere else and screwed something else up. So yeah. But yeah, those are the games, folks. I know that XS has one coming up later tonight. I'm assuming it hasn't.
40 minutes.
In about 40 minutes, so not really worth us sticking around. Just have a look at my little shop here and see if I've got any free warp stone. No, there's no new skink. I am waiting. I've been waiting since this game came out. And keep in mind, Lizardman came out with this game for a fucking skink cosmetic. Like a legendary skink cosmetic for Richard. And the only one that I can see that exists is the glowing arm. And I'm like, Richard, a glowing, like, metal arm doesn't suit Richard. No. Like, I don't know.
It needs like a big Aztec themed like headpiece or something, like a big stone gold glowy thing.
Or like something like a dive trail, like something you equip as your chest piece that like has like a trail that comes like a rainbow trail or something off the tail. Like theme it to the actual player. Skinks are made to dodge and run, so have a cosmetic that looks cool when you're dodging and running. Whereas, like, the arm is, like, you only really see it when they do a block and break armor, which they're hardly ever doing. I was really sad.
Rainbow trailing skinks would be very funny. I think that would be worth it. 100%. That's a cosmetic I'd get.
I have never had bigger regrets that I didn't buy something from this store than when I saw... oh god, who was playing with it? It must have been... What was the other game that I streamed the other night straight up? Someone had bought the ball pack with the rainbow ball, and it has a trail.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know it came with a trail. If I knew that, I would have bought that ball pack in an instant. It's the rainbow streaming behind the ball carrier. It's so cool. Only good cosmetic only cosmetic in this game that I've seen that I'm like, I need it, and it's fucking gone and won't come back forever. Anyway.
Oh.
Well, let's see if we can send y'all on to someone else. I don't have high hopes. Not many people stream at this time, and we know most of them if they are. Yeah, look, anyone who wants to watch Mr. Page will go and watch Mr. Page regardless of me rating them, and I don't know any other of these coaches to know whether they're not heinous peaceful, so we're not going to raid them on. So, thank you all for joining us. We're going to send you away. Go have dinner. Go do something. Congratulations to our brand new coach, absolutely killing it. Like,
yep.
It's not often that I watch a game and I'm just like, no notes, because usually I have some sort of hot take or tip to drop at the end, but yeah, I would have played that game way worse than both of those coaches did, I think. So, yeah, thanks, folks. We'll see you next time. Say bye, Phage.
Bye, Phage.
Do, 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 do. Do 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 bum ba bum 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 do 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 bum do bum ba bum bum ba da da dum 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 jim jim dum jim jim dum 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 jim 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 dum yeah 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 wah 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 bling bling blong blong bling bling bong 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 yeah wah 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 wah